How are we doing? I can't tell you guys how excited I am to be back out in the Willamette National Forest. I tried setting up over at the lake, maybe have some of that in the B-roll for you. It's just way too windy and like obnoxiously windy. I'm out here with my wife, Alexis, Luna, and Athena. You might be able to see part of my special guest, or you might have seen a post about it already, a tease that I did. I have with me the one and only Glenn Sherman, the luxury shaving hobbyist. You might know him as GB Sure on Instagram or Glenn Sherman on Facebook. He is on a road trip.
Hey, Tobin, great to see you. Great to be here. What a pleasure.
I can't tell you.
What a thrill. It's a thrill.
Thank you. Thank you. And to have you here for this is just phenomenal. I'll include some photos in the B-roll. Maybe I already had them at the beginning. I met Glenn for the first time last night. So today is Monday, Labor Day in the United States. The 3rd, right? No, 2nd. Second. This drops tomorrow on the 3rd. So I met him yesterday, September 1st, for dinner and drinks. We're reviewing. He hasn't shaved with it yet. He has smelled it. Opulence Harbinger, my collaboration with Pete Hendrix. In case you missed it, I did the label, I did the name, and I chose the fragrance. Everything else is standard Pete stuff, except this is the first release in his new base that he is calling Red Rock. And I've talked about that a little bit, and we'll talk about it more as we get going. Glenn, have you used the new base?
I have. Pete sent me a tester a couple of weeks ago, and it is a fantastic base. Fantastic.
And have you been lathering it like you do his old base or anything different?
I did a side-by-side, lathering just as easy, just as perfect. And the consistency is more yogurt-like than his other base. That's what I found.
I agree. Oh, I loved it. For the first time, I have my bougie bottle with me, but I left it over. I'll show you guys real quick where we got his wife. Oh, I forgot to say, his wife is actually with us too. You don't mind me saying her name, right? You say it in your videos. Sure. Susie is his beautiful bride, and my beautiful bride are both over there. I forgot my bougie bottle over there, and I didn't want to upset the DOGs, so I told Glenn I'd have to use his expert grill, and then, you know what? This actually sprays better than mine. Where did you get this?
It is a great meat baster when you barbecue. A friend of mine who I was trying to get into wet shaving bought that for me.
Awesome. Awesome. I love it. Grill master. Expert grill.
It's fantastic.
I love the spray on it is
a
amazing.
good spray.
Yeah. You know, in my bougie thing, I find that I almost never do the continuous spray. That for some reason, I don't know why, it's a Tobin thing, I guess, but like I still try and spritz it.
You can get that for $2.99, I think.
That?
Yep.
Far out. Far out. I love it. When I first saw it in one of his videos, I had to show my wife that he was using a barbecue baster, basically. We love barbecuing at home. So your experiences with Opulence Harbinger has been limited. What has it been so far?
So the scent on this stuff, amazing. I get a lot of vanilla. I get lavender. The lavender is incredible, and I love florals. And if you love florals, this stuff is not to be believed. We're actually scenting the entire forest with this. It's fantastic. I love it.
And you haven't shaved with it yet, right?
Nope, first time.
Last night when we met at dinner, I gave him a small sample of the soap and then a 2.5 milliliter bottle that I got from Pete's website with the splash in it. And you didn't spray any of the splash yet, right?
Nope.
But he has smelled, I'm wearing the X-Straight, I didn't bring it with me, but he has smelled that.
And I noticed it right away when I saw you.
Yes, you did. Yep, you did. How would you rate it in fragrances? Good, great, better, best?
I think it's one of the best things that I've ever smelled.
Honestly? Really?
It's honestly fantastic.
I paid him to say that. I did.
It's fantastic.
All I had to do was actually offer him a ride home. Brought him out here out in the woods, and I was like, look, you're going to make a great review, compliments about this fragrance, or I'm leaving you out here in the middle of the Oregon forest. No, I love it, you guys. Everyone loves it.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
The scent notes that they have listed for it, like if you go to Fragrantica, is just vanilla on the top, lavender in the middle, and then vetiver in the base. But now if you go to like Valentino's website, so he's also using the Tube 2.0. We both brought it. That's how good it is. If you guys never used it, He brought his own tube on his travel.
Great to travel with, just fantastic.
And you guys know if you watch my content that I always bring one. So that doesn't tell you right there that it's good stuff, Maynard. I don't know what to tell you because we did not plan that. He pulled his out and I was like, hell yeah. So the fragrance though, if you look, this is based on Valentino Uomo. It's O-U-M-O, but the way I've heard it pronounced is Uomo, so it's like a W. Valentino Uomo, Born in Roma, Intense. And if you go to look it up, you have to have that word intense in there because there is a Born in Roma that is different than this. Similar, but different. So Born in Roma, Intense by Valentino. If you go to their actual website, you will see that they talk about ginger and nutmeg. And I do believe that the ginger is in the top with that vanilla. The vanilla is present throughout, but it's a light vanilla. This is also a lighter fragrance, but the projection and the scent strength, maybe a 5 is average, a 4?
I'd say it's 4.5.
4.5?
Yep.
So pretty close to a 5.
Yep.
So this is a very modern fragrance made in 2023. I think that ginger is in the top. And with ginger, you can kind of get a citrusy note out of it. And there is a citrusiness to this. It's not like a strong citrus. You get any of it?
It adds like a bit of a sharpness to it, actually.
Yep. And ginger can be described as bitter or sharp. And I think that is what we're getting. There could be citrus notes in it. Like I said before, they don't have to tell us all the scent notes. They sometimes don't do that or traditionally haven't done that to keep people guessing. We have you guys set up on a tripod, no mirrors, using the phone for the shave. There will be blood.
Second time using this Zenith bore, and it's fantastic. Second time.
Gorgeous handle. And you said it was only like 29 bucks. Is that right?
I think it might have been 39.
39 still. Yep. That's gorgeous. I'm using the Awesome Brush. That's what Pete calls it, with a G5C. It is available on his website. Opulence Harbinger drops tomorrow, September 3rd, exclusively at Hendrix Classics.
Using a Zamchi razor, great blue color, and I've got 4 days of growth. So
4 days of growth. I was wondering when I saw you this afternoon when we met up. We met at a gas station and then drove up here into the Willamette National Forest. And the other note that I know is in this from their website and their literature is nutmeg. And I do believe we find the nutmeg somewhere in the middle. And it's not like a strong nutmeg by any means. This is just the most pleasant, beautiful, sophisticated, modern fragrance that you'll ever experience. The vanilla, how would you describe the vanilla? Strong?
I'd say medium on the vanilla.
Medium? I agree.
I think I get lavender out of this.
More of it. Yep, me too. I agree. And when you look at that scent note profile, you'd almost think for it to be, it's a very interesting profile because a lot of times vanilla is a base note, but they have it listed as the top note. And there is a vanilla presence throughout the fragrance. But if you're familiar with my content, I do like vanilla, but it's not something that I'm crazy about. I'm not a vanilla guy. My mom is a vanilla gal. In fact, my mom wears vanilla all the time. She has a few fragrances that are very vanilla strong, very vanilla prominent. And this is not, I would not say this is a vanilla fragrance, even though you have that vanilla in the top. Do you agree with that?
It's a lavender fragrance.
It's a lavender, yeah.
It really is. And if you like lavender, oh my goodness, this is the best.
You have that lavender in the middle, which is kind of where you'd expect lavender to be. And then the vetiver in the base, they describe it as a smoky vetiver. And I really get that smokiness, that vetiver.
I can get there. Yep.
You get it?
Yep.
It is just so well done, you guys. It truly is.
I'm not loving this just because I'm here with Tobin. Believe me, I'm not. This stuff's fantastic.
He's loving it because it's his only way home. I told him, I'm going to leave you out here.
And being here in the dark is not the thing I want to do.
We are out in the tulies. I'm shaving with a first use Tiger Platinum in my French made. It is a France Gillette Tech from the 1950s. It's got the aluminum handle with
the handle's gorgeous on that.
I love them. It's got the nickel plated top and bottom brass head.
Oh, feels so good getting 4 days growth taken care of.
For those who don't know, Glenn is out of Pennsylvania. He and his wife are on a road trip. They're currently here. We're outside of Eugene, Oregon, but that's where they're staying, and I live near Eugene. You guys went from Pennsylvania to Kentucky first? No, West Virginia.
West Virginia overnight, then Kentucky. Went to a couple of bourbon places. Bought too many bottles, actually. And went to the Louisville Slugger Museum.
And you said, now if I remember right, that all that wood for the bats are coming from Pennsylvania.
Comes from Pennsylvania, believe it or not.
That's awesome. And you didn't know that until you went there?
Didn't know it.
And you live in Pennsylvania?
That's correct.
That's awesome.
That's correct.
Do they say where about, like how far it is from you? Do anything about that?
It's probably the northwestern part of the state. And you've got the Allegheny Forest over there, so I'm thinking probably over there.
Hi, Athena. Hi, baby. Hi. Yeah, you want to knock everything over? Go get Mom. Come on. Go get Mom. Go get Mom. Go. Good girl. I love you.
Athena likes Harbinger, too.
Yes, she does. If you're not familiar with my content, I have 2 German Shepherds, and that is Luna represented on the label there. She's laying down with her mom. She hurt the bottom of her paw running on asphalt out here. We're on a gravel road now, but where we were was asphalt, and they're playing with a tennis ball. So we got Luna taking it easy with my wife.
So hey, Tobin, I want to do this again. This is so much fun. I'm loving this.
Loving this. Awesome.
Loving this.
Awesome. Good. Good. I can't tell you what a thrill it is to have you out here with me.
Oh, the thrill is mine. The thrill is mine.
Thank you. Thank you. When you reached out to me a couple of months ago, I couldn't believe it. And I was so afraid that it wasn't going to happen. And then when you started your trip, I was like, oh my goodness, this is actually going to happen. And I've never met another wet shaver, so you know, like in the community, not in person. I got to know a lot of guys very well. In fact, Glenn and I, we talk, you know, messenger and all the different forms of communication. So I feel like I know Glenn before I even met him. That's something that's so cool about this community is it actually does feel like a community. And when you meet someone, like it didn't feel like I was meeting a stranger when I met you last night.
Oh, I agree 100%.
It was like I was meeting someone that I had already known,
yep.
but just hadn't seen you in person. Which is so backwards, because normally, you know, in our life experiences, you meet someone and then you communicate with them electronically.
Yeah, it is backwards.
Hi, Athena. Go. Come on, baby, go. Go get Mom. Go. Good girl.
So, yeah, great hobby. A lot of fun using all the different shave soaps and razors. But the best thing is meeting great people and making friends that you have for a lifetime.
Along the way on this trip, so I know you met Chuck with Chuck Shaving before. That was a different trip, right?
Different trip.
So on this trip you met Reed. He's known as the Lather Whipster.
Lather Whipster, that's right. I met Rich Hansen on another trip from Rich Man Shaving. I met Millie Mel. Just great meeting people.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fantastic.
I forgot to grab my towels. Let me pause it real quick, guys. My bad. I'll show you guys a 360 of the area and the B-roll. Oh, I want to do one more pass, at least on the cheeks. This Gillette Tech, it's got the .025 blade gap, but it's one of those razors I still really like to do a third pass with. Here comes Miss Athena now, walking with my beautiful bride.
So really, quite the road trip. We were in Kansas City.
And then next is Seattle. Is that the next stop?
Next
Seattle, Washington?
is actually Astoria.
Oh, that's right.
We're going to Astoria.
That's right, in Tillamook. Yes.
Tillamook cheeses. We're going to tour that factory as well. What a great trip. And we're going to be going back home through the Canadian Rockies.
That is awesome.
A trip of a lifetime. Love it.
In a perfect world, I'd go along with you. I'm jealous. I love road trips. You'd think I'd get tired of driving because I drive for a living, but not those kind of trips.
I find them relaxing.
Yes.
I don't mind being in a car for a long time, and you can really see this country if you drive through it.
Yes.
So many people just fly across the country.
Yep.
You don't see the country, you don't know the country until you drive through.
Yep.
Absolutely true.
That's Splash and Witch Hazel if you care to use it down below you. Feel free to help yourself. So with the new base from Pete, you guys, I lather it like I have always lathered his stuff. I wouldn't say if your first time using it, just approach it the exact same way that you always have with Pete or any other soap base that you've tried. If you're not familiar with Pete's at all, just do it the same way that you normally would. And then make adjustments from there if you need to. I haven't found that any real adjustments are required.
So you can get more of a freshness.
Yes,
out of the splash.
Yes.
Fantastic. What a combination.
This is available in trio, guys, like I mentioned a moment ago. Soap, splash, and extrate. That is an EDP, stronger version of an EDP. Damn fine shave.
Beautiful.
I want to again thank Pete. I didn't say up front, I did not pay for the soap and splash. It was sent to me for review, my collaboration with Pete Hendrix. So I did not pay for it. I won't profit from it, but I do want to highly encourage you guys to support my first ever collaboration because you love me and you love Glenn here, and you got to buy it now. That's a new rule that I just made for Glenn to get home and get out of these mountains. You got to buy it. No, but seriously, I love this fragrance.
Oh, you can't go wrong with this.
I had the option of 26 different fragrances, and if I didn't want to do any one of those 26, I could do a different one. I talked about it in the previous video, how I had these little bottles, 26 of them that Pete sent me, of fragrances that he had never done, and worked it all the way down to a total of 11 that I thought had to be done into a soap. And then from there, I narrowed it down to 4 that I absolutely wanted to do. And over the process of about a month, I tested it out with different people, got different opinions on it, and
congratulations! It is a winner. Winner beyond winners.
Thank you, thank you. When I first got my hands on the actual splash itself, I can't tell you, the feeling was just. It was like I was 8 years old, and it was Christmas morning, and I was opening up that BB gun again. It was one of my, that and the Nintendo Entertainment System were like 2 of my greatest gifts ever.
64, right? Nintendo 64?
No, that was when I was a teenager.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was a teen when that came out, like 15 or something. Maybe 16 or 17, because I had my first real job hosting tables, or hosting, a greeter at a Denny's restaurant. And still going to high school when that came out. But like, it was just like the greatest feeling ever. It truly was when I smelled it, and it was everything that I had hoped it would be, from going from that little perfume, dropper that I was playing with, to it actually being what I wanted it to be. And I would give this a 10 out of 10 all day long. Maybe the only time I wouldn't wear it would be an extremely hot summer day. But guys, you can wear this to the office. You can wear it to church. You can wear it to work. Wear it on a night out to the club with the guys. Every woman that has experienced it has loved it. Athena, go get Mom. Hi. Yes, I know it's Glenn, huh? You like Glenn.
Susie loves it.
Susie loves it.
Susie loves it.
Hi, go get Mom. Go get Mom. Bye. I love you. And the fact that, I'm doing this with Glenn is just like the icing on the cake. When you mentioned yesterday, at first the plans changed a little bit, and we weren't originally going to meet Glenn at a restaurant like we did last night. We were going to meet him out in the woods. Whole other story, right? And so last night, when you said that you still wanted to do it, I was like, oh my goodness, yes, because I thought that in doing the dinner, that you guys, plans had changed and stuff, and so I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay, well,
so Susie hurt her knee, and I wanted her to meet you, so I didn't think she could come
out here.
To the woods,
awesome.
So that's why we did the dinner.
Awesome.
But she's here anyway in the car resting, so I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's a great feeling to actually see, this labor of love come to fruition. I haven't used all of it. Like I said, I did send him a sample, but guys, I've been loving on this. The wife loves it. Emily loves it. Glenn loves it. Few people who got their hands on it early absolutely love it. Lee Hazley, by the time you watch this, I hope you have this. We sent a set to Lee in Thailand, but it should have been there a week ago tomorrow, but it's got tied up in customs in Bangkok, and he lives in Thailand, and just all this. Lee, I love you, and I don't know if you can see any of the moss. Stick around, Lee. I know you will for the B-roll. I got some mossy rocks there for you. What a treat.
Hi, Lee from Uncle Glenn.
Oh, and Pete said to tell you and Susie hello. I forgot to tell you that.
Very good.
Yes. Pete, thank you.
Great, Pete. Excellent.
Guys, buy this. If you don't love it, there's something wrong with you. No, but I
yes,
seriously.
there is.
No, there is. There is. I am that confident, though, seriously, that 99.9% of people are either going to downright like it or absolutely love it. I don't think it's a fragrance that there's any hate about it. And I think this is a 100% guaranteed that your wife is going to like it or love it, guys. I really do. I truly believe that. And the 10 out of 10 from my girls, it's a go-getter. Good stuff, Maynard. Stick around for the B-roll.
What a pleasure. Such a pleasure.
Absolute treat. Glenn Sherman, luxury shaving hobbyist in the flesh.
Love it.
Freaking awesome. This community is awesome. You guys take care. Be safe. Opulence Harbinger drops tomorrow. So I'm going to have this up tonight. Drops tomorrow. Exclusively Hendrix Classics. Thank you, Pete. Thank you. You have made an old man feel like a kid again. And,
I'm the old man, actually.
Actually, yeah. I won't tell you how old he is. Actually, I can't believe how old he is. He turned 21 yesterday. And so I bought him a couple of Kool-Aids, and I was like, you know what? I'm not buying you alcohol. It's too young. Take care, you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Glenn. I got so carried away. Welcome to the B-roll that I almost didn't do it. That is Miss Athena right there. I've already packed up my gear, but I do want to show you guys a 360 of where Glenn and I shaved. We shaved from right here where I'm standing. Let's zoom out. This is the road we came in on. Leads down to the lake. The creek is on the other side of the guardrail. There's Mr. Glenn Sherman and my beautiful bride Alexis. Susie, his bride, is down there in one of the cars. And Athena has found the culvert. Hey, let's go. I want to thank everyone for joining us out here. It really is the little big things. And today we've had a big thing. Meeting Glenn Sherman has been an absolute treat. Participating in my first ever collaboration with the one and only Pete Hendrix is just beyond words. What an absolutely amazing day. This is the kind of day that you truly, or I truly live for. And just, you know, just these kind of things that makes life just exceptionally exceptional. You guys take care. We'll see you next time. Hey, Athena. Take care, guys. I think as long as we're talking that, keep it going, that hopefully I think the noise cancellation on this phone will step up. That's one thing that